What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Switch Life Garage. Today, guys, working on the EG Civic again. Still trying to get it ready to be a daily. There's still a few more things I gotta do until it's completely ready and I'll feel confident driving it. If you remember, it desperately needed a valve cover gasket and those grommets for the spark plug hole. Finally received that, and as well some other parts for the car. So let's get started on that valve cover. I got the Felpro valve cover gasket kit. Just gonna easily change this on out. I'm pretty sure I went over a bunch of times on a couple of videos. So just take off the bolts, take off the hose, and remove the spark plug wires. So here's the valve cover. Take off this gasket. And the main issue on this is going to be the spark plug grommet. They're all torn up. If you look on this side, you can see they're all messed up. So definitely that needs to be changed. Going to take these on out and then remove the bolts. Alright, that's off, and the gasket for the bolts. I cleaned up the bolts a little bit as well, got some of the paint off of them, or most of the paint. But now on the valve cover, going to work on the spark plug grommets. You just push them on in. They're a little bit tough to push in, but really not too hard. Now to put the gaskets onto a bolt, not everyone knows this, I've shown it before. You put it on here and then you come to the engine and just start tightening it on down. So go and put it on here, and whenever I tighten it down, it's going to force it up over that bump on the bolt and get the gasket where it's supposed to be. There it goes. I just loosen it. And right there, the gasket is on the bolt. So just do that for the other ones. Now time to put on the valve cover gasket. Going to use a little bit of RTV Ultra Black to hold it on in. And of course I use some RTV whenever putting on the valve cover to the motor. Everything's tightened up. The other thing I purchased is another oil cap, just because this one has a whole bunch of spray paint on it, and as well, more than likely this seal around here needs to be replaced, so I just got a whole new oil cap. Part number 31109. There it is right there, just your generic oil cap. And while we're in the engine bay, the other thing I picked up is a new oil dipstick, just because this one right here is just all loose and it's partly melted. It's bent, melted, and doesn't fit right, so gonna get rid of this. And part number for you guys that want it, 15650P30000. And that looks a whole lot better, and it holds in nice and tight, so also won't be getting that crankcase ventilation coming out through the dipstick. The other thing I want to change is the PCV valve. Bought one here from Standard, part number V289. And this is all it is. It's real quick to change. Let me show you where it's at. For the D16 Z6 with the stock intake, right there is your PCV valve. You just pull it on out and disconnect it from that hose right there and just put the new one on in. It's pretty easy. The other PCV valve broke. I guess I was just pushing too hard on it, so it just separated, and I couldn't glue it back because when I took it out I messed up the bottom piece and it's out of shape. So I picked one up at O'Reilly's, part number 2288 microguard. This time around, just put a little bit of oil on it and it just went right in. For the gaskets on the motor, I'm done for now. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put some Seafoam in the gas tank, but also I'm gonna let it warm up and put it in the intake. Bought the bigger bottle, so definitely I'm gonna put maybe a third or so in the gas tank and the rest probably use on the engine. If not, just throw the rest in the gas. I'm gonna start up the car, let it warm up. Once it's warm, I'm gonna use this funnel with this hose here that I pushed in. Since my intake is like this, I'm just gonna take off the intake, put the hose down on in, rev up the engine and start pouring in the Seafoam. I'm gonna do a little bit at a time until I feel like it's pretty much burned up, and then let the car cool off, and then in 15 minutes, take it for a test drive. Probably take you guys with me. Smoke quite a bit. I actually didn't expect it to smoke that much since it doesn't have a cat, but I guess with 320,000 miles it just has a lot of buildup in the intake and inside of the pistons. I'm just letting it rest right now about 10-15 minutes and I'll go on the test drive. test drive went well. I was hoping that the idle would go down with using the Seafoam. It's still kind of high at 1500. Probably later on I have to clean the IACV. For now I'm going to let the motor cool down because I do want to do a fresh oil change on it. But while it's cooling down, I'm going to install the bumper back on. I think it's high enough now to where I'm not really going to have to worry about scraping. Put these screws on here on the top along with the bar, and the clips on the fender got pulled out whenever I had unloaded it from the trailer, but they're still intact, so I'm just going to pop them back in. I'm just going to put those screws on the side and it should be holding up pretty good. Oil change is finished up. While I was changing the oil, while I was down there, I noticed there's a lot of fluid leaking, and that's coming from the power steering. That explains why it's low right now, and it's leaking up on top. So for now, I'm just going to take off that power steering belt. One last thing I want to do on this video is fix the side skirt. It's popped out right here, so I just need to take it on off and probably just put the clips in right and pop it back on in. It should just have some Phillips black plastic screws down here. Just take them on out. So after you take all these plastic screws, then as you saw, you just go to the side skirt from behind, push it forward, and it should come out. You might also have some Phillips screws at the fender liner where the side skirt meets up at. But in order to take these clips out, you just gotta, usually they're gonna be like this. You just turn them and pull out. And to put it back, you just put it on the side skirt, have them all set, and then the whole thing is just going to pop into place. That one's looking good, and as I finished it, I look on the passenger side and this one is popped out just like the driver's side. Real quick, gonna fix this one as well. So it's loose, and then like I said, from the back you push forward. Out. There we have it. Side skirts are popped in, bumpers on, fresh oil change. Did the Seafoam in the gas tank and the intake manifold, the valve cover gasket, oil dipstick, and the PCV valve, along with the new oil cap. So did quite a bit. This car is very close to being a daily. Still last few things I need to do before it's ready to finally hit the road. This thing is really shaping up. It's looking a lot better. Just a little bit of detail, you know, just the popping in the side skirts for some reason just makes it look a whole lot better. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section, guys. Make sure you guys like this video and are subscribed to the channel. If you guys haven't checked out some of the other videos on this EJ1, go ahead and check them on out, man. But that's all the work I'm going to be putting for now for this video. Make sure you guys keep a lookout for the next upload and turn on those bell notifications. In the description box there is a link to my eBay and Etsy. If you guys want to support the channel anyway, definitely you could do it there. All right, guys, that's it for now. I'm gonna have to catch you on the next one, player.